Hello everyone and welcome to the Great Gliffy Bake Off. This is Gliffy's submission for the Apptoberfest demo competition. If you don't know of Gliffy, Gliffy is the technical diagramming app fully integrated in Confluence. You can build all your complex structures and processes right within Confluence. And to do that, once you have us downloaded off that marketplace page, you jump into any Confluence page and do /Gliffy to bring up the Gliffy editor. I'm going to pull up my Apptoberfest diagram I just created. As you can see, it looks so beautiful. Please don't tell my design team I might have taken this on myself. But for this week on the Great Gliffy Bake Off, we are creating Bavarian pretzels. Mr. Hollywood gave me all the ingredients I need, but I don't have the amounts. So let's bring those amounts into our Gliffy diagram. And a great way to do this is with our new feature called data linking. Data linking is right over here on the left-hand side. You can add in any new data set strictly from custom tables, or even dragging and dropping in a CSV from your desktop. So let me drag and drop my ingredient list over here and bring it in. So let's click continue. And you can see here, it brought in my CSV right into Gliffy. So now I need to bring those amounts over to my Gliffy diagram. So how you can do that is simply by dragging and dropping these into the cell, and it will link up exactly to where you drop. So it's similar to drag and drop shapes. You can bring all these in, make sure they all match up with the ingredient list. So I'm just going to take a little bit of time here to bring all these in. So some of these you can see, for instance, we do not have cooking spray on our ingredient list. We could add that. Right now, I'm going to leave that off. And then I will bring in tap water. You can see these are all kind of lined up a little wonky, so you can take the time to adjust as needed. It's similar to any shape on a Gliffy diagram. Okay, so I just went ahead and just formatted all those amounts of ingredients. So let's say, hey, I actually need 2 eggs and not 1 egg down here. So what you can do is either go to your actual data set here and just type in 2, and it should automatically update, or you can just edit it right within your diagram. I think it's simple enough to just go back and edit it back to 1, say we just need 1 egg. So awesome, we got all of our ingredients. But what about the steps to making a Bavarian pretzel? So let's go ahead and take a look at Gliffy's layer functionality. Here you can see I have a layer called ingredients. That is what we're currently looking at. I also have a layer called instructions. Right now, this layer is actually hidden. So let's click this unhide button. And voila, you can see the instructions showcase after we unhide that layer. Layers are great if you have any like if-and statements, or for something like this where you just want to focus on the ingredients first and then the instructions second. So I pre-built these instructions prior to this demo, but I wanted to showcase to you how easy it is to obviously change colors on your shapes. So let's make this yellow. So we can change the colors there. Let's say we want to change this one to maybe a red. Red because when we're adding the flour and the beer and the butter, what if the dough starts to get too sticky or the dough starts to get too wet? Red could signify, hey, we got to be careful on this step. So let's utilize layers to do that if and. So let me reopen this up. And down here, you can click the plus sign to add a new layer. So depending on what layer you want to add the if and to, just make sure this is highlighted here. So let's add a new box saying, if the dough is too wet, what do we want to do? If the dough is wet, add more flour. Perfect. Let's build that out. Make this copy a bit bigger. Awesome. And then let's connect these two. So let's say if that is too wet, we are going to add more flour. And if we want to hide that, we can simply hide it like that. Or we can name this to the dough is too wet. Dough is wet. Perfect. And now let's say we wanted to add another one. Say the dough is too sticky. Let's do the same thing. So let's drag and drop another shape here, build it out. If dough is too sticky, add more water. Perfect. And then we can Make that a little bigger. Add that here, and then let's connect those two as well. Perfect. So you can definitely hide that one if you'd like. You can hide both. So I'm gonna save that, and let's call this Apptoberfest 2024, exclamation point. Save that. Awesome. So layers are a great way to hide and show different elements of your diagram. Again, being able to do if-and statements through layers allows your stakeholders to turn on and off certain parts of the diagram, which goes a long way. So let's say we're moving down, we added the flower, we're starting to mix it up. I'm going to say that's more yellow. We're increasing the speed, yellow. We're still kind of making our way through this. We have to let the dough rise for 8 to 24 hours. Let's make that one a little bit green because we're getting close to starting to make the pretzels. We're cutting the dough into portions, getting a little bit more green. We're starting to shape the loaf into the pretzel form, so that's getting even more green. Let's make that a little darker. And then we start baking the pretzels. But wait, it seems like we missed a step. We didn't put the pretzels on the pan. So let's say we don't want step 8 to be the last one. You can quickly copy and paste. Let's make step 8, put pretzels on pan. And then we'll make this step 9. Go down there, you can quickly copy and paste any of the connectors as well. Awesome, and then let's just make this as green as you can get because we're getting really close to eating these pretzels. And green means go. Awesome, perfect. So we have everything we need to start building our Bavarian pretzels. So let's again save this diagram. And we can go back to Confluence and you can see the diagram shows up right on your Confluence page. So if I update this here, update my Confluence page, voila, I'm all set for the Bavarian Pretzel Week. So I hope you're all excited to try Gliffy out. We're not known for the Bavarian pretzel use case. We're more known for AWS architecture diagrams, UML diagrams, ERD, really technical use cases. But hey, I wanted to be friends with Paul Hollywood. I hope my pretzel makes him proud. Cheers.